As we continue our series of horror movie reviews this Halloween season, I am going to take a look at a little scene horror film from 2018 called Eyes in the Darkness. Let's get into it. It is November, the day after Halloween. I think it's appropriate that we watch some horror movies. And if you're new here, welcome! Every day leading up to Christmas, I will be bringing you a new video looking at a different aspect of the horror genre, whether it's found footage, slashers, folk horror, or obscure subgenres of horror. So sit back, relax, and let's do it. Eyes in the Darkness is a found footage style horror film written and directed by Will Joy. If you've ever been unnerved by the documentary Inside Job, then the documentary style using Eyes in the Darkness may very well send shivers down your spine. This film has a lot of elements of cosmic horror and body horror as well, which just adds to its uncomfortable. The film follows Dr. James, played by Joe Swanberg, and his crew as they travel to a remote cabin owned by his friend Aaron. Aaron has gone missing, and James is there with his camera crew to investigate what has happened. They find out that Aaron was obsessed with the occult and was performing strange rituals in the woods around the cabin. As the crew continues their investigation, they come face to face with some terrifying creatures. I don't want to give too much away, but let us just say things take a turn for the worse when one of the crew members decides to run off into the woods alone. The idea of people getting lost in the woods is nothing new. There are countless tales of people disappearing only to be found months later, emaciated and babbling about things that could never have possibly existed. Eyes in the Darkness takes that basic premise and runs with it. It's not the typical found footage paranormal investigation movie. Yes, there are elements of that, but the film also incorporates body horror and cosmic horror, like I mentioned earlier. There are some truly disturbing imagery in this film, and honestly, it kind of stuck with me even after watching it. There are some scenes that really made me uncomfortable and uneasy. That's a testament to how well the practical effects were done in this film. The documentary style is effective here because it's framed as a mystery. The characters are trying to find answers just as the audience is. We see things through their eyes and hear things through their microphone. What makes the found footage style effective, though, is that it has to feel real. Fortunately for the filmmakers, the isolated location and the grainy, almost amateur footage help sell the realism of the film. The isolation of the setting plays a key role in building suspense and dread. The characters are trapped in the middle of nowhere, cut off from help and surrounded by the dark, unfamiliar woods. This isolation heightens the sense of vulnerability, making the characters and the audience feel more exposed to the horrors that unfold. Additionally, the film uses the darkness of the forest as both a physical and metaphorical obstacle. The darkness symbolizes the unknown and the unseen, hiding the creatures and dangers that lurk within. The inability to fully comprehend or understand these horrors adds to their terrifying nature, creating a sense of dread and suspense. This movie does a great job of using sound to build suspense and create an unsettling atmosphere. The sounds of the forest, such as wind, rustling leaves, and distant animal noises, are used to enhance the sense of isolation and vulnerability. The use of silence is also effective in creating a sense of dread and anticipation. The soundtrack of Eyes in the Darkness is minimal, allowing the sounds of the environment to take center stage. The score, composed by Steve Moore, consists of eerie and atmospheric instrumentals that underscored the film's themes of isolation, dread, and the unknown. The sound design is a crucial element in immersing the audience in the film's unsettling world. What really cements the realism of Eyes in the Darkness is the acting. The cast is phenomenal and really sells the story. You can tell that these actors really believed in what they were doing, and that is evident in the final product. Their performances are raw and realistic, enhancing the found footage style of the film. Their reactions to the horrifying events feel genuine, drawing the audience into their world of terror. It's easy to get lost in their fear and suspense because of how real it all seems. Joe Swanberg gives a standout performance as Dr. James, the rationale skeptic who gradually succumbs to the darkness. His internal struggle between belief and disbelief is palpable, making him a relatable character to the audience. So I talked a lot about the setting and the sound and the acting. But let's talk about the creatures because they are pretty terrifying. The creatures and eyes in the darkness are truly disturbing and serve as powerful symbols of the unknown and the limits of human comprehension. Their otherworldly and grotesque appearance creates a sense of unease and revulsion, while their presence taps into primal fears of the wild and the uncontrollable. The film doesn't rely on jump scares or gore, but instead builds a slow-burning sense of dread and impending doom. The creatures are used effectively as harbingers of chaos, disrupting the character's sense of order and rationality and plunging them into a night. Their presence serves as a reminder of humanity's fragility in the face of the vast and indifferent cosmos. Ultimately, the creatures and eyes in the darkness embody the darkest aspects of our primal fears, leaving a lasting sense of unease and terror in their wake. In conclusion, Eyes in the Darkness is a well-crafted horror film that utilizes the found footage style, isolation, sound design, acting, and creature effects to create a truly disturbing and unforgettable experience. Its slow-burning suspense, coupled with the film's unsettling atmosphere, creates a sense of dread that permeates throughout the narrative. The film's exploration of the unknown and the limits of human understanding adds a layer of cosmic horror that expands beyond the confines of traditional earthly fears. Overall, Eyes in the Darkness is a must-watch for fans of the horror genre, offering a unique and terrifying journey into the darkest depths of the human psyche. But what do you think? Have you seen Eyes in the Darkness? If so, what did you think about it? Also, if you have a horror movie you would like to see me review, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope you have a safe and fun Halloween, and I hope you stay spooky.